Huh? Who are you guys?
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps? Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh! Keep your voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private. This place should do. All right. Back to my question.
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once...
Wait. There's no need to jump the gun.
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I waited in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick Mora.
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Khan al-Akmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operations. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen.
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I... Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you, though, it's not on...
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice...
Hey, come on. No...
Really? And how do I know you're...
All right, I get it.
Now that's more like it. Let's move. And as for you, try to... Seems like we're in luck. Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves. I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Tia, why are you here?
My guiding stars. Cold. You
Take that! Everlasting as the moon! I'll take
Look alive!
Not now.
transfixed!
Got a dash. My guiding star.
Buckle up!
Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Let's get it on! Hi!
No, she's so...
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and just bring Kusela to me. There's no use... Did you understand a single word I just said?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down first. Dia, the boss can't come out and... He died. A long time ago.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's relic.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in...
Let me start from the beginning.
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority.
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't, regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced. Every person in whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable... That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, but you, Dia. You were never...
I never even knew.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's relics who didn't know.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's... Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious act. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again.
We all knew he was...
And that's why he became a...
Wait, but...
Because you were too young at the time. How would you... When you left home after that final argument...
So, even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not...
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ah... His words made no sense to me. But that night, we heard that
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience?
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heart...
From that point on, the sole the big fire that Boss started, even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the... There were people from headquarters, but we won't let any of them escape our wrath.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. All we can do is exchange our... We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. But we were also able to attract many mercenaries whose Deshret's relics have become weak.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales, we used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, as for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest, but maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dia. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
I'll go with you.
Huh? Dia? You wanna go with them?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil. All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed. Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I bet Boss would...
Considering all the law...
He can think whatever he wants, but the fact...
entrance? We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
Should be. I don't think they have enough manpower left.
Ooh, you're taking me out?
Just sharpen my spear.
Just what will we come across this time?
Wow. Paimon.
They should all be holed up in here.
Who cares?
Still, we should be careful. Even if they won't.
Yeah, we'll know what they're really. Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before.
Yeah.
Happy to oblige.
You are not welcome here.
Get them! You're toast!
Windblade!
Look alive! Ha! Here!
New hunting.
Cha! 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 Gloves off!
Need.
Buckle up! Ha! Ha!
Feeling lucky today?
Hey, go away!
Where do you think you're going?
Ha! Be gone! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Let's get it on! Hi! Here!
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
Wait! They went charging ahead without checking for any traps!
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like.
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Well,
Don't worry about us. Let's go. We can't let the boss.
Let's check if there's another way! The sooner we...
Let's see. I think I see a way through over there, but it's being...
Okay, let...
another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
We just need to adjust it a little. Don't be scared!
Let's get it on! You're dead meat! Cha! Hi! Ha! Ja!
Ready, go!
Let's spark things up a little. Blitz.
Buckle up!
Wingblade!
You asked for it!
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it, but as a desert dweller,
Don't waste your breath.
run. Even now, the greatest.
So you...
Let us. They are but two. Well, wave one, charge! Eliminate them!
Following That's close enough.
Be gone!
Where do you think you're going?
Don't think that you've won. We're just getting started.
How Try not to enjoy this too much. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Let's end this now! We'll meet again.
How? King Deshret will not abandon any one of his followers.
Look alive! Hi!
I'm getting my patience. I'll take my...
Prepare to be blown away!
Let's end this now!
Wingblade!
Brothers! This is where we prove our faith.
You all just want to die?
None of us plans to leave this place alive!
Lord of Sand, your sacrifice is ready.
You're dead meat! But we'll meet again. The commander is finally...
But they're still coming at us! This place is like...
Yes! Keep...
When the next wave, I'm going to see if I can...
Get out of my way!
Come and face me, Mitchell! Apologies, Lord... So...
Time to pay for...
I will be buried in the sand!
Hey, wait!
We were too late.
It's over. There's no more need to fight. But if you're still going to cling on...
Hey, dear! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
Let's go.
Who are you filthy rats? And what?
You call your...
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to... Hey, have you ever heard of a man... Why would I know?
This is your last...
Hey, I said I don't know any... If you're here to find someone...
The irony. His life became a light for so many. Where's the records room? Answer me.
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much...
I mean the old records...
The old records room? You mean, the one that got burned down? Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk. Watch your mouth. He was definitely faking it, but in the short time it's supposed he couldn't have And after that...
Stop wasting our... Tell me.
It's just over there. Go There's nothing left in there but ashes. Bashar, Tikriti, let's go. Spare them no mercy if they try and...
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been
Tia.
I'm sorry. I know it's just wishful thinking.
Kusela.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate to somehow find that.
Let's split up and look around some more.
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Huh? Thought so.
Wait! Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
The dragon is no more, for Princess Dia has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dia, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dia, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad. What's this?
Don't you remember? And Paimon said that she would. These opportunities don't come. Hey, come on! Anyway, the point is that you should. Junior Zad will.
Aw, thanks. My chest was filled with all kinds, but when everything came to an end, those emotions, it was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me. Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different? Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, we're hypocrites. All of us. Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings.
You're back! Are all of you alright?
Ah, there she is.
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. Huh? Dia, you're looking quite down again.
Paimon will explain. A lot happened.
I'm sorry. I really should.
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like this.
But Dia, your pain must be even worse. You shouldn't need to comfort me.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality. My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment. That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life? However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am, and I will never be able to lead a peaceful existence.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd jobs. It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play. Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora. Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
I can't thank you enough for taking care of me this entire time.
Makes me laugh every time.
Oh, this rug here is quite something.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey! Aren't you that mercenary who bit it? Wait, are you here to
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all once I woke up? But when I got there...
Ah, so you probably got...
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves into the authority. I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well... One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that everything left in the camp will get confiscated.
Thank you.
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone for it.
So this box contains...
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat. But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk. Ugh, it kinda stinks.
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
A handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper's already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use. If he was going to break that rule, he could...
That probably means this was really important to him.
Ah, and here are a few bags of children's snacks.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd always say that he got them for me, but in the end, he always ate more. Who even leaves snacks in a box like this? Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, a wool scarf, which from... I'm sorry, my lady. 2 empty
Huh? There's something in the bottle!
Oh, you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't smudge. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. To Dia. It's a letter for me. It's all right. I'll just read it out.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably the guy's fault.
Can you believe this guy? He can...
Anyway, back to the point. Just the reason being that... I was never your father to begin with.
Wait, what?
Surely, he must be joking, right?
I don't know.
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler than some so-called flame main. Really felt like the whole world was under my feet. But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you. You were just lying there, small and helpless, but your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no... I was their most... Anyway, Dia, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
That's the end of the letter. In the end, he was still thinking of me as a... I suppose, or I would have suffocated under this...
He was a good father.
Yeah.
Do you already have...
I do. I just have one wish. That there once existed a child, and that only under his care was I able to grow and mature into the person I am today.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on a...
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
I'll help too.
Thank you. All of you. Thank you so much. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered myself... Because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by
Get your spices here. We've got all kinds.
What? So many people make such a big deal out of seeking the Adepti. There's Adepti everywhere, isn't there?